Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we got more Diddy content. Today it's something way different to the other videos that we checked out before. So yeah, all I'm gonna say is stay tuned and check this one out. But you guys, like, I haven't like really heard like more news. All of these stuff that I've been watching so far is like a resurfaced, man, like things we saw already, and they just add few things to it. Like there's just new bits of new information. It's not like there's like a whole sum of information. It's like bits and pieces. But yeah, let's check this out. Times TV shows exposed Diddy. Let's go.
Diddy's been getting exposed for decades. From Madagascar exposing Diddy's freak-offs,
This is like a puppy party.
to Boondocks exposing his love for male rappers.
I loved you, man.
Diddy, you nasty.
These are the movies and TV shows that expose Diddy.
I had no idea.
And first, this disturbing scene in a kids show exposed Diddy as a predator.
What
See,
the-
a notorious creep in Hollywood produced the show All That. I'm talking about
What
Dan
the hell?
Schneider, a man with hundreds of accusations against him, and he teamed up with Diddy to make this disturbing scene.
And he's still sound asleep. What are we gonna do? You know,
What
in
the-
situations like this, I always ask myself, what would P. Diddy do?
What the-
P. Diddy?
Yo, this is
We can't wake up Shane.
Tell you what, take this toy helicopter, put it down his pants.
All right, we'll do it. We'll do. Put it in. Nothing. Didn't work. He's still asleep.
yo, this is insane, bruh.
Try this.
Shall I? By all means.
This is insane, bruh.
Now next up, what if I told you one of the characters in the Madagascar movie is based on Diddy, and nobody noticed it for 20 years?
Wow.
See, in 2005, Chris Rock, who's a famous comedian and has mutual friends with Diddy, signed on to voice the zebra in Madagascar. And at this point, Chris had been hearing horror stories about Diddy for years, so he and the writers teamed up and slipped in a line that exposed Diddy. See, at 36 minutes in, there's a scene where the main character stumbles upon a massive party, hosted by the character King Julian. And at this party, it just so happened to be on an island filled with naked animals dancing on top of each other, which is when Chris's character says this.
This is like a puppy party.
What kind of zoo is this?
I just saw 26 blatant health code violations.
See, it's been theorized that King Julian is actually based on Diddy, because for the rest of the movie, King Julian's only goal is to throw parties, and he'll do anything to make that happen, including taking advantage of characters in their sleep.
I don't care. Soon we will put my excellent plan to action. All we have to do is wait until they are deep in their sleep.
He even goes on to hold the main characters hostage until he gets exactly what he wants. But if that wasn't proof enough, the writers even made King Julian a bit fruity.
Come, Maurice. What is a simple bite on the buttocks among friends? Here, give me a nibble.
The party is over, Julian.
And by 2010,
Yo.
every writer in Hollywood was trying to warn us. See, in 2024, official court documents were released to the public, and they revealed that Diddy had slept with several men. But it appears the writers of Saturday Night Live already knew this.
Oh
Because
my
in
days,
2010,
there's so much
Diddy
information,
appeared
bro.
in an episode of SNL playing himself. But during this sketch, Robert De Niro came out dressed as a woman, and it seemed like Diddy was enjoying this a little too much.
What's up, snitches?
Humiliation ritual, bruh. Robert De Niro as well. Wow.
It's indeed a pleasure to meet you.
Wow.
And here's where things get even weirder.
Yeah, don't front on Blitz. He's spitting high five.
Girl, you the one that's high five. If you wasn't my man's mom, I'd tear that ass up.
Whoa.
Thank you.
Yo.
Now next up,
Yo.
we gotta talk about the show Hawaii Five-0, because they predicted Diddy would end up in prison 15 years ago. See, in 2011, Diddy wanted to take on a serious acting role, and after begging everyone in the industry for a part, Diddy eventually got cast in an episode of Hawaii Five-0. But the only problem was, the writers didn't like that Diddy was going to be on their show, so they decided to make his character someone who went on the run after being accused of murder. And well, it's hard not to think they were basing the character off of Diddy's real life.
Yeah.
I didn't kill him. You hear me? I didn't do it.
Yeah, I want to believe you, Reggie.
Someone else got to Bukai before I could question him.
You're asking me to trust you. You need to trust us, all right? You need to turn yourself in. And then when we clear you, if we clear you, we'll work together. You understand?
I can't do that. Only have one chance left to find out how this went down.
Hold on, Reggie, you gotta think about your kid right now, okay?
What in the hell you think I'm doing this for? If I don't put an end to this now, Kevin will never be safe.
Hey, you can't raise your kid from a prison cell.
Now that wasn't the only warning from 2011, because the TV show Supernatural tried to warn us about Diddy's sex addiction for years. See, when the accusations about Diddy started to pour in, the world started to learn about the term freak off, which is what Diddy used to describe his secret parties that involved some of the most horrifying things imaginable. And in the moment, it seemed to catch everyone by surprise. Well, not everyone, because over 13 years ago, the writers of Supernatural dropped a line in about Diddy's freak-offs. And on top of that, they also decided to slip in a line during an episode warning us all about Diddy's dark side.
Yo.
So what kind of thing likes virgins and gold? P. Diddy?
Now look, one TV show exposed that if you date one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends, you're gonna end up dead. See, when court documents were released earlier this year, it was revealed that Diddy was in a relationship with Cassie, and that they had a rough patch back in 2012. And when the two of them went on a break for a few weeks, Cassie started fooling around with a famous artist.
How can Cassie do that to herself, bro? Falling for Diddy, bro. But yo, that is what happens, bro. If you fall in love, you don't see the person for who they really are until you like literally love with him, spend more time with him, bro. Then you literally see who this person really is.
Kid Cudi. But when Diddy found out, he was ready to kill Cudi. So Diddy and a group of men found Cudi's car and allegedly threw a Molotov cocktail inside, blowing it up. Luckily though, Cudi wasn't in the car. But not only that, later the same year, Diddy filmed a scene for the show Blackish, and that's when things got a little too close to reality. Cause Diddy played a gangster who gets jealous of his girl hanging out with another man. And well, knowing what we know now, it's clear in this scene, Diddy wasn't acting at all.
What you doing? You trying to make time with my girl?
And I'm sorry, Mr. Savoy. I thought Maribel was your girl.
They all my girls. And if I ever see you talking with my girls again, I'm gonna fill that belly with lead. And you go peddle some ice, ass boy.
But look, you can't have a freak off all alone. And the writers of The Simpsons realized this too. Because The Simpsons not only tried to warn us about Diddy, but also the people that go to the white parties too. See, for years, The Simpsons have been predicting some of the biggest events in history, like Donald Trump's presidency, the global pandemic, and even the winners of the Super Bowl. But when it came to Diddy, they weren't making a prediction, they were straight up warning the public. Because in 2017, the writers of The Simpsons had never been to a Diddy party, but had heard horror stories for years. So they decided to do an episode exposing Diddy's infamous all-white parties.
Oh, it's a white party, just the kind I used to throw. Although we interpreted the theme a bit differently in those days. Whoever is throwing this magnificent to-do knows how to enjoy their wealth.
Yeah, they even said it on a deserted island and referred to it as a white party. But it gets even crazier, because the guests all looked like people who had been linked to Diddy, like Beyonce, Will Smith, and Flavor Flav. And they had characters doing all sorts of crazy things to show how ridiculous Diddy's parties really were, like strippers on a pirate ship in the middle of a pool, and a security guarded private room that only the host of the party had access to. But the writers wanted to make sure the world knew exactly who they were warning us about, because the host of the party is a billionaire rapper who's eerily reminiscent of Diddy.
What did you say?
Mr. Burns and I were just leaving.
Are you Montgomery Burns, the despised billionaire? There's something I've wanted to tell you for a long time, you ruthless monster. I love you.
With how dangerous we know Diddy is, it's surprising The Simpsons felt comfortable exposing him here. But cartoons in general weren't afraid of Diddy. You had shows like The Boondocks exposing his love for other rappers, and Family Guy clowning him for his face. But no one exposed Diddy more than the creators of South Park, because they'll make fun of him any chance they get. In fact, they've made it a point to trash his name in 5 different episodes. But one episode in particular had way more than just jokes. See, for years, people have accused Diddy of setting up the shooting of Tupac, and just 6 months later, when Biggie was assassinated, people thought he was behind that too. So in 2004, South Park...
Yo, so Tupac was unalived. I mean, Biggie was unalived 6 months after Tupac. Yo, I didn't know that.
aired an episode of Diddy exposing him as a murderer.
Puff Daddy?
Your friend Kyle told me you don't understand the importance of voting. Apparently you haven't heard of my Vote or Die campaign.
Whoa.
Vote or die? What the hell does that even mean?
What do you think it means?
But in 2024, there was one final movie to warn the world about Diddy. Now, before we get into all of that, this video is only possible because of our sponsor, Kalshi. See, Kalshi is the only legal way to bet on the presidential election, and it's legal in all 50 states, making it the only platform that's been able to pull this off. Plus, they've made it super easy to bet on whoever you think will win. All you gotta do is download the Kalshi app, sign up, and you're ready to start placing bets. So for example, if you think you know who's gonna win between Trump and Kamala, this is your big chance to win, because if you look at the current race, Trump and Kamala are trading at about 60-40. So if you place a bet on Kamala for $100 and she wins, you'll walk away with $250. That's a 2.5x on your money. But politics aside, Kalshi lets you bet on almost anything. Rotten Tomato scores, what temperature it's gonna be. You can even bet on music. Like if you think Kanye West is gonna have a #1 album by the end of 2025, you can trade on that. But you need to lock in your bets quickly, because the odds can change in an instant. So if you think you have what it takes, sign up using my link in the description, and the first 500 traders who deposit $100 will get a free $20 credit that can be put towards any trade you want. Anyways, back to the video. Just a month before his arrest, it was exposed exactly how Diddy tortures his victims in the movie Blink Twice. See, in August 2024, Blink Twice hit the box office, which follows a billionaire who invites women to his private island, where they spend the entire weekend doing drugs and partying. But as the movie progresses, some of the women start acting weird and others slowly disappear. It's revealed the billionaire had been drugging the women with perfume. Now this movie was made before any of the news about Diddy broke, including the recent news about Diddy allegedly using baby oil to drug his victims during freak-offs. But how could the filmmakers have known about this? Well, when you look into who directed the movie, it all starts to add up. Because as it turns out, Zoe Kravitz, the daughter of legendary musician Lenny Kravitz, was the director. And if you look into Lenny's past, you'll find that not only did he party with Diddy all the time, but they even made music together. So it all makes sense that Zoe, who spent her entire life around her father, would know all of Diddy's secrets. And Zoe's not the only one who started to speak out. Diddy's entire empire has begun to crumble. It's hard to say exactly how Diddy's trial will go in May, but one thing's for sure, every secret he's got isn't going to be so secret for long.
Diddy is going. We did check this video out before. Nah, P. Diddy is. Whatever's happening to P. Diddy at the moment, bruh, he brought that all on himself, bruh. He literally brought that all on himself. Like literally, bruh. He done all this.
Diddy's a weird dude. From disturbing footage of Diddy's freak-off island.
We saw that one already. But yeah, guys, what I'm going to say yet again is we wait for more information to get to us. There's a crazy amount of videos out there about P. Diddy, bruh. We shouldn't believe all of it, because some people basically just doing this for clickbait or stuff like that. They're just adding their own information, which is scary. Now you don't know the real truth behind this all. So all I'm gonna say is take it with a pinch of salt. Like, don't be gullible, bro. Don't believe anything or everything you see on the internet or on YouTube, bro. It's not everything on here is true. Not all of these videos that are making videos, all of these creators that are making videos about Diddy is actual truth, you know. So yeah, be wise on that part. That's all I'm going to say. And thank you for the appreciation in the comment section. I really appreciate you guys. But on to the next one.